let us continue playing Motorsport Manager, where two things happened last time. Firstly, we lost our unbroken string of victories. Renew and Dulatev had won every single race before Australia, and unfortunately, due to weather shenanigans and us minorly misplaying it, Dulatev was finally beaten by our arch nemesis Costa. But he is the champion, that is confirmed. The team is also champions, I'm fairly sure that's confirmed. So, all we have left to do really is set up for next season, which I'm still umming and ahhing back and forth about whether we just go for the promotion or not. Whether I spend another season down in the lower tier building up resources. I'm kind of leaning towards building up resources again, but is that the coward's way out? Do I prefer to be the big fish in a small pond, or do I want to move up the order? The few things swaying me to this is just the team values and the fact there is a full star jump up in quality compared to the teams. We are still competing on sort of semi-same terms here, but stuff and things. Anyway, we have a lot of money in the bank, and I think what we're going to do with the money right now is get another thing built. And the thing I'm going to get built is probably going to be a wind tunnel. Or do I stretch it? No, we'll wait. We will wait. We'll see what happens, and we will try to build... Oh, also, just quickly close a curtain because I've just been blinded by the sun. Because it's England, and it's decided to actually peek out behind the grey light and, you know, blind me. So, yes. I was in the middle of explaining something, and I completely agree with whatever I said, even though I don't. I mean, there's a good chance we'll be able to get some things upgraded as well, so we might just consider upgrading maybe the simulator, getting our consistency and adaptability up. Also allowing us to have epic components rear wings. But, alright, we'll see. We'll keep this going. We have some more sponsor picks, because we actually have two things that are out of contract right now. So, Patronus, $1 million up front, 600 for a 7 for above. Sounds good to me. We'll have an extra $1 million. Further above, 3 million up front, 1 million per race. It's not quite as impressive as what we had here, but 3 million up front does something for us, I think. So even though that's not the optimal play, we're going to take that anyway. And also we've got another one coming up there. Oh, we're going to be raking it in after this. And a couple of scout reports. And also I suppose we should probably think about designing a new part. But more priority than that, I think we're now going to actually build ourselves this test track. So there we go. That should be us sorted out for next season. So I've done a lot of what we wanted to do here. We've got a few of these done. The only things left are the wind tunnel and the R&D. But yeah, that was awesome. Right, let's design a new part and try not to spend a lot of money doing it. So I think we're going to look at the front wing here and just see what we can actually do to absolutely optimize this. So we can go that, and that. The build time goes up ridiculously, but that gets us to 536. And I don't think we can get... Well, actually, we could get higher without doing that. But this is also one we could just use. I mean, I could waste time and build a this upgrade. But since we don't have the... I think we can wait, so it's fine. The only question is, do we want to use it before the end of the race? The end of the season? And we might, so I'm going to do that. Hurrah, we're back in the red! The team is broke again, it's dark times. Dark times. But, you know, this is actually putting our car massively up in terms of the stats. Once I actually equip things, we're probably going to be above 5th. And certainly next year, we're going to be in very good order. Right, beyond that, I think we just live with the fact we have no money. Okay, scout report finished. Let's go to part improvement. So, this suspension's done. I think now we move away from all of this and just move to what is going to be our epic components for next year. So obviously we want this improved as much as possible. That you might as well continue improving just because. Reliability not really an issue for anything that we're not going to carry over for next season. The brakes fine, and I guess the engine has a minor improvement it can be made. It's only a few points, but those few points might matter. And obviously we do want secondary parts in there as well. So yeah, that should be good. Reliability, probably just that. Because that's at least better than our great component we got. So yeah, okay, that's fine. And then we change that to 20... Yeah, 30 for 0 is fine. No, 30 for 1. We'll have one person do this. So that'll gain 1% a day, 15 days, puts it up into the 70s, that's usable. Meanwhile, we concentrate on this. Headquarter upgrade. Promise me that we'll improve our... Yeah, why not, Claire Tally? Why not? I will promise you that we will attempt to upgrade the thing. Meanwhile, I hope we get enough sponsor upgrades so that I can actually, you know, have money. And that looks like we can have money. 1.2. Okay, that's ridiculous. Yeah, let's go and do that. So as we're mostly sorted, and on the finances, we're now ridiculous levels of pluses. Ridiculous levels of pluses. Let's even just put the stacks of cash back on. There we go. Also, you're kind of happy with us again. Hooray! Yeah, 2.3 plus. All the money's now going into the car for next season. I don't need to worry about that. All the headquarter upgrades have been built and planned. Plus, we'll get our end of season top of the championship bonus. We're going to be raking it in. I mean, as we learned from last time, it's not going to be enough to matter in the next season up, but you never know. Scouting report finished. Low quality drivers again. Team championship targets. Now we're held 118.022. Simulator. Okay, upgrade the simulator is what we're being told. It's almost as if they think I have all the money. I promise you, I do not have all the money. I have a lot of money each race because we have ridiculous sponsor targets, which is the one plus point for keeping Renew if we can, because that's the other side of it. Our team is super marketable. That's giving us 5-star sponsors, which is allowing us to just have race, you know, just manage this. Okay, free gossip for Vancouver, longer races, which we'll be voting for imminently, but for now, we have this. So we can go further above and take the million. That's giving us 3 million if we hit further above. Yeah, that's awesome. Even if we fail this, there's a lot of money coming in. In fact, what was the fail? Oh, let's go back to this. What was our failure amount? If we fail, we still get 2.3 million. That almost makes this worth it, except I'm fairly sure we can get 500,000 both, and I'm only certain we can get the 700,000 on the race if we're lucky, especially as we've now been beaten. So qualifying will be heavy rain, so I guess tyres don't matter too much. We might as well just focus on the Ultra Softs a bit. Now we'll see how this goes. Anyway, I did not part fit, and we could have upgraded some of the parts. Alright, that's my bad. What I am hoping, though, is that from all of the part upgrades, we'll be able to actually... All these side upgrades, we might actually get Dulatov up to his optimal rank faster. Because currently we are seeing Dulatov the young charger. We're not seeing Dulatov the mighty, as he may end up being at some point. Okay. So Vancouver, 17.5, 27.5, 22.8. Minus 1.6, 50 and 94. Tyre choice, ultra soft for now. Okay, 17.5. 375. 22.8 minus 1.6. And 94. And ultra soft. Okay. Continue. Let's take practice. And send you straight out. So, what are you doing? You're doing a race trim run. Makes sense. I mean, really, the only bonus we can get is we want to get our race setup sorted out now in any case. But you're doing a qualifying trim. That's fine as well. Ultra soft is the important tyre, so we'll make sure we get that done. Qualifying will unfortunately be done in a wet environment, but we might be able to get an ultra soft run out. We can occasionally get lucky with that. So let's see. Dealers have obviously on a quali run on less fuel, so I imagine that he'll get past and then they'll actually set a proper lap time. Although Renew has started pulling away, so who knows? Bash somebody on the way out of the pits. This is always good for a good lap time. Well, overtaking apparently is difficult on this circuit, I'm just noticing. But, yeah, dealers have not able to really make much progress with that, and Renew has the fastest lap because of it. Oh well. Mori, though, but was not faster than us, which, you know, we would expect. And dealers have pressuring Renew on his in-lap. Okay, so that's not great news looking at that, but that's okay, we can work on it. So let's raise the downforce up to 18 and there. Let's then knock the handling down a space and knock the thing towards acceleration one space. And let's try that. Another quality stint on the same ultra softs, I think. So Mori goes fastest of all at the moment. Nightingale overtakes, and this is not too bad for a problem for us. We knew Dilasev was a bit hobbled on his lap, so we know he's capable of doing things a bit faster. I wonder if he did a long quali run. Because I know you can do more than one lap, but I've never seen the point because I always like to bring them back in and then do some setting adjustments. Okay, handling feels a bit worse now. Okay, that's important to know. We'll let him do his lap at least, but 6th. So not great, but it's actually quite close between the top runners at the moment. Okay, Renew on his in-lap. So he's completely destroyed those Ultra Softs. But we have nearly got them set up now, so we don't need to do too much more work. Okay, so 98% is actually not good, not bad at all. In fact, he's nearly spot on. So quite why there's a mass difference between the two of them, I don't know. Let's try that and... let's try that. And this will now be a super soft stint, and it'll be another race stint, I think. Although I should probably do some qualifying runs. That's fine. We'll continue on the race strip for the moment. We can have Dilasev do some more quality stuff on softs if it comes to it. Okay. So yeah, we made that a lot worse. Alright, let's send you straight back out then. But still on qualifying trim, still super soft. So, what we learned from the last time is that between these two is probably okay. So let's go and just move that a little closer. Yeah, something like that. It should be fine. Then that was good. That was okay. So we need to go the other way with this. So that's okay, that's good. So yeah, the other way, but this is where we want to go. So they go to 100. And then go for more top speed. And that should click in that direction. So we'll see whether that is massively improving or not at all. But no, wait, you're on the super soft now. Everyone kind of doing different things here, but that should be fine. So tyres now. Let's get this second one out of the way. And then we'll try and focus up towards the end of this. So gear ratios are just right. Renew personal best on his lap. Diltev begins his quali stint. It's not bad. He's faster than the leader time at that sector, but not faster than his own best time. 0.66. Okay, so he lost a lot of time in that last sector, but overall wasn't too bad. Hasn't said anything that I've noticed. And race trim nearly up to level 3. Yep, okay, so he's much happier with that. That is somewhat encouraging. There we go, excellent, excellent, great. So let's see if we can't improve that again. So 98. So let's nudge that slightly that way. And see whether that's any better. I guess we keep on the qualifying trim for the moment. Keep on the same tyres so it's not saved. It's not wasting time. And then once Renew has finished his race run, we'll go and send him in and put him on a quali run just to get that up to level 3, which is all we can probably do to get that set up. So quali trim level 2. Race trim now to level 3. Let's bring Renew in a lap early. Okay, so handling's the only thing we really need to change from this. It's actually made it slightly worse, hasn't it? Overall. So we want to kick that the other way then, really. Let's kick that to there. And do that. Okay, so on to quali trim. Do I want to use another ultra set? No, we'll keep on the same. We'll keep on the super soft just because we want to be sure of things. Also, the only tyre we actually need to continue work on. So off goes Renew. On an actual quali stint for the first time. On worn super softs. Diltev not able to improve, but of course he's on worn super softs as well. Okay. Aero is fine, which is not what we really needed to know, but still. Also, I believe that is super soft up to 3, so it's now just about getting the quali trim on, which I believe is going to happen anyway, so I'm not going to even send Diltev back out, because that is everything done. We'll skip the rest of the session. And apparently Diltev went out on ultra softs again, because, you know, that's not what I meant by skip session, but okay, fine. Okay, so Diltev, Renew, ready and willing. Championship already sewn up, so we're only really competing for pride here. And yeah, it is the changeable weather conditions, so we might be able to get some dry running out at some stage. However, it doesn't look as if it's going to be now. So yeah, let's go quali ultra soft, just on the off chance we get a chance to make that work. And quali ultra softs. However, I believe we're going to be on inters to start with. 44. What the? Why was it? Okay, I think we've learned a lesson here at the very least. Never let the AI do practice. Like, ever. Alright, so we didn't actually get an overall improvement on this, although we probably could work it out if we went to it. Now, we'll go to our optimal setup for now. So that's 98. We're going to put inters on both drivers, and we're probably going to send them straight out. Yeah, 98 versus that. Okay. Because I imagine we're going to have some problems if we don't do this. So we're going to take the session. So you'll have straight out, please. Renew, follow him. Okay, this is a short racetrack, so hopefully we'll get some chances a little later. But for now, we're just going to let them do it. And hope we don't get absolutely destroyed in the queue of traffic here. Some drivers seem to be coming. Anybody come out on? No, nobody's come out on them. Oh, we might be wrong. We might need to come out on wets. Oh, let's hope Dealersev can make this last before it gets too wet. Because if it gets to soaked, we're going to lose time. Purple sector 1. I don't think this is going to be good enough. There's a couple of drivers on wets. They're going to overtake us. Purple 2, but of course he's the first driver. Okay, 128.6. That might well have felt pretty good. Mori is down 2.6 seconds on us. So I think that's clearly showing that the drivers on wets, Masilla and Sevilla, are just going to over-tall us at this point. It's only because Dulatev went out first, I think, that he got away with that. Oh, if it goes bone dry in a moment. Yeah, Sevilla purple, and that's definite Sevilla on pole. Yeah, okay, so that's where the wet runners come in. However, I think we've got a dry attack in a moment. Let's see, how late can we leave this? But I think we got a dry attack line coming up now. Okay. Let's go for it. Renew. Dulatev. I can probably send him out on the worn Ultrasoft, but I'm not going to take any gambles with this. Ultrasoft tyres. Let's go. Renew. Tyre choice. Ultrasoft tyres. Off you go. So I think that's just going to be good enough. And there's plenty of Inter drivers on their outlaps. There is Barink, Costa, Leclerc, the only people. Okay, so we're not the only ones, but we have definitely got out first. Whether or not this is an advantage, I don't know, but we're going to go fastest. Dulatev does not have much in the way of traffic. Renew has nothing in the way of traffic here. I did not see how well they did on the things here. Stramby on Inters goes fastest, but Renew is so far ahead of the first place time. This is going to be a bit of a joke, this one. Dulatev, how fast are you? 117.2. Renew, what did he manage? A 117.5 by the look of it. And there's not all the drivers are on Ultrasofts, but Barink was close. Who's still on a run? Nobody, I think, can overtake us because they're all slower cars. So we've taken the top 2 positions in qualifying. Costa is in 5th, our closest actual rival. Mori and Nightingale didn't get out on the Ultrasofts, and that has unfortunately left them in the dust there. Dulatev picks up another pole position. We pick up another bit of money. That's $500,000 there. Okay. Apparently close fought. Really, it was just weather affected. Okay, so here we are in Vancouver. Further above $500,000. Both our drivers currently sitting in P1 and P2. So, how do we play this one? if we look at tyre selection here, we know... Just have a quick check on who's around us. Costa is probably our main rival here. He's only got 2 new sets of Ultras. We have a lot of new Ultra set of tyres here. We could go Ultra, Ultra, Ultra. And might actually be the plan here. 20... That's just fuel. 31 laps. How much can Renew go on one set of these? I don't think he can make it. So I think I might start Renew on Super Softs here, and I might do the old... yeah, we'll start him on Super Softs on 12 laps. He's going to be a bit of a speed bump. He might also just fall right down the order, which is a possibility, but as long as he does it and Dulatsev doesn't, we should be fine. So 12 laps. In fact, maybe I go a bit optimistic with this. Let's put in 14 laps of fuel. So, bonus to Super Softs and light-footed Super Softs. We're just going to put as much... We're going to put the fuel in the car and see how long these go for. So that's 1 lap longer than they should go for. If he can actually make 15 laps work, then he could do a 1-stop. Which, you know, might actually be a blinder around here. Meanwhile, Dulatsev is going to do the conventional strategy, 9 laps on this first stint, and then we'll see where we stand. But he's most likely going to have to go onto a set of the Super Softs in order to make it round, which will be fine. We'll go onto there for a second stint most likely, and we'll see what happens. But to start with, there is 10 laps. So Dulatsev is going to charge off the line, attack high, push medium. Actually, attack medium for the moment. We'll start attacking and see what happens. Meanwhile, Dulatsev can go for Ultra Softs and race trim. Let's start the race. So, it is a Dragon Team 1-2. Renew trying to reclaim 2nd place in the championship. Dulatsev just fighting for race wins. And it is a slow start by Renew, and he has been overtaken, but he might actually have the lead of the race come the end of this. He's got the inside line. Oh, we do not want that. Hold on. Renew, allow your teammate through, please. Don't fight him like this. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Forget the plan. Forget the plan. Race on, because unfortunately, we have allowed Costa to get past us. Dulatsev has got to learn how to start properly here, because now this is just going a bit disastrous for us. Dulatsev has dropped down to 5th. Whoa, Saar just snuck right through that. Alright, seriously, allow your teammate through, because this is now getting a bit problem. Yeah, that was a problem. Yeah, so that has gone completely away from us. I think from that basis, you're now on plan go as long as you can and see what happens. Dulatsev is definitely on plan. Let's get on the aggressive side. Dulatsev up to 3rd. It's Costa who's ahead of us as well. Darn him. It's always bloody Costa. Okay, so let's speed things up and see what we can do. Leclerc trying to sneak past us here. Okay, Renew overtakes Flores for 7th place. And I think now we go neutral high here. In fact, we might go neutral medium and just be safe. So, what can Dulatsev do from 3rd position here? Because we do not want, we can't give Costa back-to-back wins. Renew defending 6th place. Saar still in the way here. I mean, Renew's not doing too badly, actually, considering his overall strat. He's behind another runner on the Super Softs, but has better tyre wear than him. He also have fastest personal best in sectors 1 and 2. Personal best lap, 121. Renew 123. But Renew could really do getting past this guy now. So I think we're going to have to overtake fuel here and just try and force it. Meanwhile, is there any weather? No. Just went a bit dark, so I had to double check. So we know the tyres should last about 9 laps. And I think they'll do that. Big question is, Costas are really lasting much better than ours right now. And that is a problem. Okay, so 4 laps we reckon we can do more on this. And we're going to have to make him last that long, I think. So let's have PB, PB, PB. And gap down to 4.5 even. Meanwhile, Renew, I think, might now be starting to do that conserve strategy. And just see how long he can go on this fuel load. Although, mind you, that's probably the bad way to do it. He's already halfway through the race, even at that stage. So, let's go high on the fuel. Well, near enough, anyway. Yeah, 16 laps. If he could actually genuinely do 16 laps, that's quite amazing. Meanwhile, Duotev is up into second, but that's because Sa's pitted. Okay. So I think now this is the charge time here, because I don't think we're going to get much more chance of this. So let's have Renew attack, and we'll see where we are at the end of this lap. 7.9 is the gap. 7.7. Okay, so Stramby leads Renew in the battle of the harder runners. And I've missed the pit stop. Okay, well that's fine. We go medium, conserve, and we try to make this work, because if it doesn't, we're in trouble. Right, pit. I think we'll also pit for a new set of ultras here. I think we're going to change this up slightly. Go for a short first stint and just try and squeeze this out. Just the tier locks up. So where is Costa? Costa is 15 seconds behind us, and that is really bad for us, actually. Yeah, he's closing in. I think we lost ground. I'm actually amazed he got out in front of Renew. Oh, and there was a mistake on the refueling. DLTF comes out then in 6th place, and that is really bad. Okay. So, Renew. 6 laps, you reckon we can go? Do you? I'm actually quite impressed. Let's keep going. Let's push some fuel, and let's see about making sure that works. We want to hold up Barink if we can, but we're really looking at a one stop here. Should also probably give you the orders to allow Duotev through here. As Duotev is going to have to start pushing a bit now. Back behind Sa again, I've just noticed. Oh, don't hold him up, thank you. There were better places. He was told to get out of the way, in all fairness, but yeah, apparently he didn't. Okay, Renew. Up to 6th place, and those are the soft runners that are now starting to pit. Yeah, I think we got this. I think Renew really has this. It's going to be a one-stop race, but the thing is, Duotev is now 13 seconds behind Costa, and Renew is right behind him on the current strategy. I think we can make a pit stop. Renew is probably ahead of Duotev right now. In fact, Renew's already up to 5th, so he really shouldn't be fighting these guys too hard, but he is. Tyres are working. Duotev now 14 seconds and closing to Costa. It's going to be a bit of an ask for him, I think, from this. But we'll see. We're pushing a little harder than Costa is. Renew still going. I'm actually mightily impressed. And still sticking with Sa and Barink here. And Barink has made a pit stop, so we've already proven we're going... Oh, wow, that's a dive, and that is a huge dive. So Renew up to 4th. And I think he's now on his 1-lap burn. So we'll overtake there. Okay, let's burn. Push pit. New set of Super Softs. 14 laps? I think we can get away with 14 laps. I'm sure we can get away with 14 laps. I should probably not try this, but I'm going to anyway. Okay, that's fine. 15. Yeah, we can save 1 lap in the course of that, but... But this is Renew's good chance here. Possibly getting onto the podium. Outside chance of even winning, depending on the rest of the strategy setups. Okay, so, DLSF then. 4 laps to go on these ultra soft tyres. He's going to have to conserve on. He's closed the gap to about 11 seconds, but now here's the critical bit. Let's go low and neutral on Renew here. Just until he gets out of the pits. And Renew comes out in 7th place. With excess fuel. Okay. Let's go high normal and we'll just keep an eye on him. Oh, 7th place. Okay, fair enough. But still, 7th place with no more pit stops to make. Has just been mugged, but you know, we'll live with that. Right, 2 laps then. Let's start the charge, I think, because I don't think I'm going to have a lot else to do with DLSF here. 1 lap probably after this, and then that's it. I think we can go a lap longer than Costa, but I'm not sure we're going to get a lot of benefit out of it. Costa then slides into the pits. Yeah, DLSF will go 1 lap longer, grab the super softs, go to the end. Yeah, we'll go fast and hope. And there he goes. Okay, DLSF, start neutral and just see what we can do here. Gap to Costa, 14.6. No, he's going faster than us right now, so he's basically made the undercut work on us twice. It's not a huge difference, I suppose, but it's going to matter. It's a great fuel stop. Okay, the gap is cut down a bit, and we have excess fuel, something that Renew no longer has. So, the question is now, can I charge up to the back of Costa and give him a fright? Gap 6 seconds. Meanwhile, Renew... Well, I suppose... Okay, I thought the strategy would work out slightly more in its... So, yeah, there's a thing. Guess Renew overtakes for 6th. Just keeping an eye on DLSF because I want him to be on target for fuel rather than worrying about that later. Got the gap down to 5 seconds. I don't think we want inters right now. We don't want inters right now, anyway. Okay, so there might be a wet stint coming into the end of this. Which is interesting. So DLSF now 4-3 seconds. Oh, that's... So I reckon you've locked up and made an error there, Mr. Costa. And the gap down to 3 seconds. This is now fairly critical. They're locking up. The gap down to 2 seconds now. 1.7. Unfortunately now, we're at the point where I can't really do much more on that. However, I think I'm going to be able to push this. So let's go attacking on the tyres. Or pushing on the tyres at least. Because I don't think they're going to last. I don't think we're going to get a chance to use them to the end. The only question from that point is, when do we switch? So gap 1.1, 1 second now. DLSF behind Costa. Renew is in the 5th position in the points himself. 0.7 is the gap. Track is still damp, and in 2 laps time it's going to go full wet. And it might end up being a pit stop race. Yeah, let's go with full attack now because it's not going to be a lap or two. I don't even see the... No, it'll be fine. He hopes. Dulatev on Costa on the inside. You have excess fuel. Let's burn some of it. And Dulatev is through for the lead. And drivers are already coming in for wets. Okay, well, let's go medium here and just see what we can do here. But yeah, we're definitely pushing hard now. The question, I guess, is Costa about to come in? Because if he doesn't, I'm not going to. Nope, he hasn't. This is going to be tricky, but it is going to be a wet end to this. Okay, well, let's keep going. The wet runners then are just going to fall back because they're just going to destroy the tyres in the meantime. There's no reason not to attack and destroy these tyres, though. Because we're not going to be on them in about 2 laps' time anyway. Well, I say that. I'm going to just be careful on Renew's side. But he's got enough of a gap to lead, actually. And now Dulatev is pulling ahead. I don't know. Keeping an eye on Costa, of course, but there's so many people on wet tyres now. If we dump the gun here, Saar comes in, so Renew's now promoted to the podium. Renew then goes neutral. It's now raining again, and we need to rain a bit harder than this. Need to rain a lot harder than this, really. I think I can probably afford to pit him now, but... Alright, let's just see how other runners are going. Stranby is not going to pit. Nightingale, not going to pit. Oh, this is awkward. Neutral. Dulatev is going to go one more lap. That might prove to be an error, but I'm going to have him one more lap. Renew. Renew is going to pit. Get out there, Norm. Get out there on a balance pit stop. This might just work out in his favour, but I don't know. He's lost a position or two from this. There was a mistake on the pit stop. Okay, on wet tyres. Attack the heck out of those. You're in 5th place. The only driver in front is Saar, but now Dulatev has to come in for pit. Yeah, Dulatev. High attack, pit, wets. 5-second pit stop. Let's hope that's going to be good because he got a gap of 2 seconds. I could really have done with risking this and trying to make sure of it. Costa had to come in. Yeah, he did. Oh, there was an error. Well, that's the race. Yeah. Again, we lost it in the pit lane. God darn it. Oh well. Let's just see how this goes. So 6 seconds is the gap. Saar. Yeah, we're just not going to catch him. Let's put Dulatev on full attack. Just see what desperate measures we can do here. Because we had this race. We had it. Four seconds is as close as I'm going to get. Now it's us running out of fuel. The one mistake in the pit stop cost us at the wrong moment. And it was on both cars. I went deliberately safer as well. Just for that. It was literally put the tyres on. Do not fluff this up under pressure. And they fluffed it up under pressure. Oh, Renew also needs to go medium just to make sure he makes it across. He's miles ahead of 5th, so I don't imagine he's got a problem there. But We gave Costa 2 races on the bounce because of wet weather. Urgh. Well, not much I can do now. I'm just going to have to accept it and bemoan missed opportunities. But apparently we're not as dominant as I thought we were. He's too happy with second place. I've got to be honest. He's too happy with second place. Saya's a well-deserved third. I mean, he went earliest on the wet tyres and actually didn't lose too much time because of it. And I was, you know, if I'd have kept Renew out another lap, maybe I would have got past him, but I don't know that for sure. This guy, though. Urgh. We do not like Costa. We do not like Costa, and I look forward to biting him again next season. So there we go. Strategy-wise, it's pretty much the same. We obviously... I think he could have definitely gone the full distance, Renew, actually, in fairness. If it had not been a wet race at the end, I'm sure he would have made it. Doesn't matter, though. So, scrutineering. Did he break the rules? No, he didn't. Oh, well. Worth an idea. So, Costa pick up his second win of the season. Closes the gap to the top. Pretty much is securing second place, but it shouldn't matter. Both championships already sewn up, so... It's only for pride, and darn him if he's stealing our pride. Personality trait added. Podium. Well, he's happy it's on the podium at least, but come on, you need to improve yourself. Happiness is up by 24% to 95. We can almost ask him for more money. Not that we need it, but we could almost ask him for more money. So Costa pulling out another result. Front wing has been built. And next time we go to Phoenix, which was the result of our grand victory last season. Good hunting ground, we hope. We'll see how it goes. Until then.